Brittany Renner is a bitter baby mama. She had to watch another woman get the life that she wanted.
By now, black social media has seen the exchange between Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. He was going to pick up his son when an argument came out. And the argument was between Brittany Renner and her mom and PJ Washington and his wife, at least towards the end. Brittany Renner was saying, listen, your son always cries. He doesn't really want to go with you. And every time you come and get him, he does this. This is why I need to record it. Then at the same time, she says, well, you don't never come and do anything with him, and that's why he's acting like that. In other words, you don't spend enough time with your son, so that's why he never wants to leave and go with you and your wife. Woo! Then at a certain point, both of them start arguing, and then we hear this particular exchange.
Without my drop, you don't pay either. $170,000 to your with $11,000 in your son's bank account.
At this point, I believe that's Brittany Renner's mom. She's saying, listen, you don't want to do anything for your son. You've given $170,000 to that B, and your son only has $11,000 in his bank account. Huh? And that's crazy because a lot of adults don't have $11,000 in their bank account.
Damn.
And everybody on social media has been talking about it and people taking their different sides about why Brittany Renner is bitter.
Brittany Renner is a bitter baby mama. She had to watch another woman get the life that she wanted. Watched her get the ring, the wedding, the family. And what did she get? The title of being a baby mama. And that ain't what she really wanted. But she let a man talk her out of her standards. She ended up accepting a baby no ring. And now she living in a life of regrets.
Now, PJ Washington is now married to Lisa Chanel. So what this person is saying is you wanted the life that she has, but you gave that life up. You went and married Kevin Gates. Stop the show. Sort of.
Got him.
Yeah, because he was still married to Drika Gates. Woo! But anyway, this is who you chose to marry, and now you're bitter. But wait.
You left PJ Washington for cheating just to end up playing around as a Muslim for a couple months and then marrying Kevin Gates and getting divorced a couple weeks later. Like, she just continuously makes bad decisions.
And again, the point is brought back home. Like, you left him for cheating, but technically he wasn't even cheating. He was watching OnlyFans videos, and you broke up with him because he lied about that. And so you went to Kevin Gates and then it didn't work out, and now you're out there suffering. But rewind. Let's go back to that $11,000 situation. Now remember, his son, who's like no more than 5 years old, has $11,000 in his account. Now, what would a young kid need $11,000 in their account to do? Yeah, almost nothing. I mean, I was a full adult in my 20s and 30s and sometimes didn't even have $11,000 into my account. And at that particular time, $11,000, at least I thought it was quite a bit of money. So, you know, to have that and you're like 4 or 5, like a lot of people are saying like, oh, that's crazy. Like, of course, your wife who can get something that's $170,000 and that's okay. But Brittany Renner is not his wife. That's his baby mama. Brittany Renner had a chance to get married. Then she got married to Kevin Gates.
Damn.
But the biggest shocker is yet to come.
He's straight. It is very clear that the real problem is $11,000 is not enough for you. Brittany Renner did all this nonsense because she knew this man was about to re-up his NBA contract. And re-up he did. This man about to make 90 mil. But I know her dumb ass is sick because nobody was trying to back up that play. Someone tell Brittany, this ain't very religious of you. Weren't you supposed to be Muslim? Shorty was Muslim for like 12 minutes. Now she back to blacking out.
So the man mentioned something important that we're going to talk about. The post says here, Dallas Mavericks forward PJ Washington has agreed to a 4-year, $90 million contract extension with the franchise. Agent Kevin Bradbury of Lyft Sports Manager told ESPN. Washington secures a new deal that keeps him in Dallas through 2029 through 2030. So $90 million is a lot of money. There's more. You see, PJ Washington, not only is he playing in Dallas, he's not having any state tax. So a lot of that $90 million is his to keep. That's better than playing in like New York or California or even Canada, where they really eat at your profits. So that $90 million, he's really, really balling. But then there's a whole other side of this, and that is basically being a man and overcoming obstacles. Again, this is something that a lot of guys have to go through, which unfortunately is the school of hard knocks. You get with a lady, a baby mama, ex-wife, and well, we all understand what can happen. The relationship ends. Once the relationship ends, then she quickly rebounds with somebody else. In the case of PJ Washington, he did too, but usually it's not like that. Typically, women rebound quicker than men, especially if they're attractive. And of course, once she rebounds from you, then she's posting all about it on social media, talking about how great the guy is, how much in love they are with this guy. And, you know, they're on Facebook photos together. In some cases, that person is, you know, holding your son or daughter, you know, using the man against you to make you jealous. And you still may have love for your ex-wife. You still may want your family back. But the reality is that your family is not coming back. And for a lot of men, that's a hurting thing. It's a woman that you love. You can't see your kids. You don't know what your ex-girlfriend or ex-wife is telling your son or daughter about you. And right now you're just down. You might have lost everything, if not most things. You know, people in the neighborhood know about it, and the community know about it. And there's only one way to go, and that's up. And right now you're at rock bottom, but so many guys have figured out how to deal with it. Just work. Fast forward. Every day you're reminded of how this person hurt you, and you might have some really bad thoughts, deranged thoughts, but you don't let that get to you. You just keep working on what you're doing. And that person could go around talking about you, assassinating your name, assassinating your character. And we know that was definitely the case with Brittany Renner. For anybody who wanted to hear about how she dealt with PJ Washington or their relationship dynamics, again, remember, this is a woman. She's at least 6 or 7 years older than this guy. I mean, he was a real young man when he got with her. She went around telling all of the business, you know, pretty much talking about how he was immature, and he could not really respond to it. He just basically accepted it for what it was. And despite the fact that she was out there crashing out and, you know, talking about child support issues and family court issues, he went and he just kept getting better. He had to go and play basketball every day. He got traded, went to the Dallas Mavericks, helped them reach the NBA Finals, I believe 2 years ago. And now he's been rewarded by focusing on this. He probably wanted to stay with Brittany Renner, but then realized he couldn't do it. And because he's on his stuff, he's able to secure a new lady, Elisa Chanel. And now they have a child together. And so now that he's moved on with his life and he's, you know, completely understood that I can never get back with Brittany Renner. It's not going to work out. He's doing actually better than what he was doing with Brittany Renner. And that's the case because a lot of women expect that once you break up with them, your life is going to stop and your life is going to crumble and you're not going to do better without them. And for some guys, that might be true. But for most guys, it's just not. Most guys, once they get it in their mind that you're not going to come back and that they're making the decision to go ahead on and build their life without you, it may hurt, it may suck. But once a man understands that and he starts to go ahead and recover from that pain, that man is going to probably end up doing better. And, you know, he's going to improve. He don't have to hold his animosity against women. He can just continue doing what he needs to do. And at the same time, that man can take accountability for his mistakes. On the flip side, a lot of women, when they leave their baby daddy or their ex-husbands, and they're the ones that initiate the end of the relationship, they feel like they never did any wrong in the relationship. Now, it's very possible the man did a lot of wrong in the relationship, but they never really learn from what they do wrong. So when they go into the next relationship, they never really adjusted from what happened. And so You know, they keep coming across the same problems over and over again, while the man who was forced to get better because he just got dumped and lost everything had to adapt, right? A lot of men, if they want to improve with women or with finances, like, you got to adapt and learn and get better. Women sometimes may not have to adapt as much. And when you look at Brittany Renner, it's clear as day from what we saw with Kevin Gates, she didn't adapt. So PJ Washington is basically being punished because how dare he become successful without her? And guess what? He became very successful without her. $90 million. And then once his post went up on X, he said, God is good. What am I trying to say here, fellas? Situations don't always work out with the women that you love or what's going on in your life. But the reality is that you have the power to change all of that. And you can make a decision to, you know, keep tripping off her, or you can make the decision to go ahead on and do better than her. And what's going to happen is once you do better than her, she's not going to understand. And because you're a different person, it's now the person that she wants to be with. You see, when you down bad and you struggling and they break up with you and, you know, you're not doing very well, that's not who they want. But once you coming back with power and authority and you have leverage, now the reasons why they mad at you now is because you're the person that they want now, but they don't want to go ahead and accept the fact that they messed up. So now they got to take it out on you because how dare you go ahead and move on with your life with somebody better while they're out there still down bad. And again, this is also dangerous for men. Being successful after you get dumped by a lady who is not successful is very dangerous because they can still play the role with the kids and the child support and the custody court. Again, you won't take them back even though they wouldn't have taken you back. And now they're upset. But hey, that's their problem. Men just gotta just keep winning. Many times we focus our efforts in certain low value conversations with women and what women have done to us. And I get that. Men have the great ability to create what they want to see. And if you can do that as a man, you're going to always be doing very well for yourself. Congratulations to PJ Washington. Your work did not go in vain. You're doing your thing. And guess what? You have proved that upgrading yourself as a man is what really works. Not complaining, not hating women, not being disrespectful, just going out there and working hard for what you want and keeping your options available and open and being on point. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shooter Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.